Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the real cream of fertility 33 and I'm here with some more articles and this is one of the scariest story ever. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what I remember and then I'm gonna read the article to you. But the title of this article is Tell Calico Mystery. The full story behind Notorious Polaroid showing a girl and a boy bound in a van. Calico vanished in 1988, and less than a year later, a Polaroid of a girl that looked like her was found at a Florida convenience store. Okay, this is me and my brother, my step brother, my adopted brother. Okay. So this is the story. Okay, so basically, if you read the book Black Girl Lost by Donald Rollins, okay, he talked about that little incident in the story. So basically, remember I was on the streets or whatever. I would go to his father and mother's store. They had a convenience store. I would go. They still got it. I would go, and I would steal. Okay, basically I would steal. I was hungry. Okay, it's just simple stuff that you can eat out of the can, or like bologna, ham, raviolis, stuff like that. I would steal that stuff. I think he knew that too. But I kept going to the stove, stealing and stuff. Blah blah blah. And I used to go behind the building, the trash can and eat. Okay, and then go back doing what I'm doing because I'm hungry. Okay, and I can't work on an empty stomach. So anyway, I kept doing it, and he found out. He was like, you know, I know what you doing out here. I see you. We see you doing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you be stealing out of my stuff. He was like, with my wife. We talked about it, and I want you to live with us. Okay, basically, and you can work the store. You have your first job as a cashier. And I said, oh my God, for real? He was like, yeah. At first, I didn't want to do it because I knew they were gonna come back and find me. So I told him that, and he was like, he already knew. He said my family already called him and told him about it. And I was like, wow. But this is grandson. But his daughter is on my case now. Not like that, like she works on this case, okay? And I think the Route 29 person got something to do with this as well, okay? So basically, I got adopted by them. They wasn't scared of Gina and them. He told her, I'm gone. Don't bother me no more. And it was good. I lived with them for a year and a half. I lived with them for a while, okay? I had a brother, okay? And, I had family and stuff. And they treated me like family. So then one day, me and him, me and my little brother, we were working in the store, and a robbery happened. I know Eddie is one of them, which is Gina's nephew. He named Eddie, because Donald Grown talked about him in that book, okay? But anyway, so the store got robbed, right? And I told my brother to run in the back and get on your bike and run home. So he did that, okay? And I told them they can do whatever they want to do with me or whatever. So while my little brother ran out the back and get on his bike to go home, they found him and they kidnapped him, and then they kidnapped me, and we both was trafficked, okay? But in this picture, he's already deceased. But they kept bringing him back. Okay, you can't tell, but this story makes me emotional. Um, they killed me too, okay? But I came back, okay? So this is the story. In July 1989, 10 months after his 19-year-old stepdaughter, Tara Calico, vanished near their home in New Mexico, a friend called John Doyle with word of something strange. A photograph had surfaced in Florida showing a young woman and a boy who'd been bound and gagged, and the woman looked just like Calico. The image, a color Polaroid in good condition, discovered by a woman in a convenience store parking lot, made national news. Both apparent victims faced the camera, then the mouths taped and arms pressed together behind their backs as though tied up. It appeared they was in the back of a vehicle, perhaps a van, and seemed in obvious distress. Who were they? Where were they really captives? Yes, Was the photo a clue to Calico's fate? Yes. The question had lingered for decades, ever since Calico went missing on the morning of September the 20th, 1988, during her regular bike ride in Valencia County. Yeah, me and my brother, we love to ride bikes, okay? Around the neighborhood. Yeah, he still got the store. It's in Beverly, okay? It's not the other convenience store. It's the other convenience store that everybody go to. It got like a drive-through, but like it's deep in the hood, okay? You just go through the drive-through, okay? Yeah, it's that one. The questions have lingered for decades, ever since Calico went missing on the morning of September 30th, okay, doing her regular, okay. Calico's mom, Patty Doyle, believed until her death that the photo showed her daughter. As the case remained unsolved into the age of internet-enabled amateur sleuthing, the picture gathered further notoriety under enormous headlines such as a teen girl was kidnapped and the only evidence they found of her being alive was a horrifying Polaroid. Authorities, however, were never sure the photo was connected to Calico's case. It was analyzed at least 3 different times, including by the FBI, who felt strongly that it likely wasn't Calico, but could not say for certain at the time. Meanwhile, Scotland Yard in the UK declared it was her. The Valencia County Sheriff's Office, the lead investigating agency, did not actively pursue the image. Instead, they and the FBI began probing local suspects in the case, aimed long-standing theories that Calico was taken or attacked by people in her small community. Now, with Donald Grimes, he got all that from his psychic abilities. That's what he told me, okay? Because I met him after. Okay, he and I already wrote the book. These suspicions were supported by witness reports that she was followed on her final bike ride and had been receiving threatening notes on her vehicle. We was, okay? We was. Okay. Still, her loved ones wondered. When people asked me, is that her? If I had to say yes or no, definitely. Yes, that is her, said Michael Dorwer, Calico's stepsister. However, Michelle acknowledged, does it make sense? No, that's not the story that makes sense. Yes, I still talk to them to this day. I see them around, you know. We say hey to each other. We nod. We just, yeah. They be happy to see me. But I seen them at Little Caesars. I seen them at the dentist office. I seen them at the stores. A Polaroid thrust the case into the spotlight. That's another picture of me living with them. I was so happy. Valencia Sheriff's Officer's first learned of the color Polaroid on July 28, 1989, when Calico's stepfather, John, called to report it. John said a friend of his had seen it on a current affair after the image surfaced in Port St. Joe on Florida's Panhandle, some 15,000 miles away, 1,500 miles away. Police reports show it was found a month earlier on June 15, 1989. The frisk made more headlines around the country and was covered by Oprah Winfrey and America's Most Wanted, according to Valencia LT Lieutenant Joseph Rowland, the lead investigator. The vehicle in the photo was identified as a van and tips sequentially poured into by various vans, Rowland said. I think it was the right van, y'all. I watched the interview. His mama, my sister, my auntie, she talked about it. She showed the car. It was like, I think it was white, or it was like a sedan. It was like brownish, like a pickup or something like that. Rowland said answers were not as forthcoming though. Calico's family quickly comes forward saying the girl resembled their missing daughter. Another New Mexico family felt the same. All of us, okay? Another New Mexico family felt the same about the young boy, expressing they believe it was their missing son, 9-year-old Michael Henley, according to Rowland. Michael reportedly disappeared in April 1988 while hunting with his father. He looks scared, we're scared, but he looks healthy, and I'm grateful for that, said Michael's mother, Martha Henley, soon after Polaroid was found in 89, per the New York Times. However, Rowland confirmed Michael's remains were discovered about 2 years later. His father said no. His grandpa said no. They said no. So we're gonna be looking. He had died of exposure. See, that's why I be so worried about people coming to me. The people be reassuring me that I shouldn't worry about it. Okay, they saying that it was their choice. Okay, they wanted to help me out. Okay, but it is dangerous though. Cause you're not supposed to do it. But you know, y'all got good people. Okay. Further investigative scrutiny also called into question when the pearl were fully depicted as a rolling. For example, the young woman's hands appears to not be tied together tightly and her shoulders do not seem stressed as they would if her bindings were severe. There was no redness around the tape on the mouth of the children's drool, indicated the tape was not on their mouth for an extended period of time, Rowling explained. To this day, neither the boy nor the girl in the photo has ever been positively identified. A mother's years of hope and grief. Okay, this is my kidnapping poster. Poster child. Okay, both. Okay. Patsy died in 2006 of complications from a series of strokes after relocating to Florida with her husband John. Her daughter was always on her mind, her friends and family said. She and John kept a bedroom for Calico. They still got it too. Bringing her gifts there for passing Christmases and birthdays. Thank you, I will. Even near the end, Patty would see a young girl on a bicycle pointing right down Terror. Her longtime friend Billy Payne recalled, and John would tell her, no, that's not Terror. Calico's older brother Chris said the stress of her sister's disappearance and its persistent evolution significantly shortened his mother's life. The police would send photos of every possibilities, including photos of bodies, dismembered bodies, and every time Mama get an envelope with the newest picture, she had to look at them. He told people she couldn't not, but it tore her up every time. Yes, I think we got cut up. Me and her, we both got cut up, okay? For Patty, the Florida parlor war was proof that her daughter, though she was suffering, had survived whatever she encountered on her bike ride in 1988. Mom really did not want to believe she was dead, period, Chris said, and even photographic evidence of a young woman alive. Even though she's an extremist, it's something to latch onto. Following Patty's death, Michelle took the lead in their family in keeping a spotlight on the case, yes. She does grassroots detective work along Calico's high school friend, Melinda Escobar, the host of the podcast, Vanished, the Terror Calico investigation. Michelle remembered the moment when Patty's first showed her the poor war all those years ago and the goosebumps that broke out on her skin. Though she says she knows authorities believe they are going in more fruitful direction than investigating the photo and realizing there are good reasons for this, she still questions what if. I still look at it and it looks exactly like her, but it doesn't make sense, Michelle said at the time. It does not make sense. It's me. A breakthrough in the case. This how I would have looked. So some regarding Gina, she got something to do with it. On June 6, 2023, last year, Valencia County Sheriff's Office stated in a press release they had made sustainable progress in a joint investigation with the FBI into Calico's disappearance. Law enforcement believed they had identified the offender associated with Terror Calico's disappearance. Rowling told the Sun on June 28th, we are seeking to charge and arrest the offenders. New evidence was found stemming from investigative work in October 2020 to the prison. Rowling added the district attorney office had assigned a team of prosecutors to review the investigation. The case had obvious challenges due to its age and circumstances. Legal experts are currently being briefed and called up on 34 years of investigative work. That's a 7. Any suspect names and details about the episode. So last year. Any suspect names and details about the evidence have remained sealed, and the detectives will still ask the public for any information. The FBI also confirmed that the gun of mysterious Polaroid was not Calico's. Escobar referred to Calico's case as a huge misjustice and worked with her own team to investigate the disappearance. She told the Sun she hopes that now the right people are working this case so justice can be served. If you have any information about Taylor Calico's disappearance, contact the Valencia County Sheriff's Office at 505-866-2400 or the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov, okay? So this is my article, my brother's article. That's what happened to us, okay? But he did say it was in a wooded area, though. So we still gonna look over there again, okay? Okay.